What's your name? What do you do?
Francesco Costagliola came fourth for the OTS Championship at Chaos Cards in Folkestone. Played Unchained. Standard, the normal summon is the tour guide with the one rhino. I mean, in terms of the Unchained cards and engine is pretty much standard. Is obviously with the 3 Arua, 3 Shivara, and then the one-offs Sarama, Rakea, Shayama, and Vamino. I don't play the other level 8 because you don't really need it. I think it's a deck card that you play when you don't know how to play the deck, but once you get more used to the deck, you can just cut it.
Would it not have come up against Plonk?
Not really. I mean, I think when I played round 1 against Plant, it was more the fact that I saw this guy in game 3, and I just didn't see too much engine in game 3. But
It's the new driver.
unfortunately, yeah. So in 5 rounds, I saw this card in 4 rounds, and 3 of those was during game 3. I only lost 1 of those, so I managed to win 2. So yeah, play this. Obviously, it gives a bit of a spoiler on what comes up next. So we got in terms of the spells, we got the Abomination, Prison, and the Wailing. Considering cutting this because it never comes up, the effect of popping is usually like an extra card to set, and I always sad it out. So I'm probably going to cut this after today. So obviously to complete this package, we got the 3 contracts. Well, this is a brick. This package with the Machine X from the extra deck, it's too good. He helps you go in first, he helps you go second because you can make like a Zeus, and he also becomes like a time card, which this deck doesn't have. So yes, join this sucks, but the benefits you get from the package is more than the downside of opening the brick. And also, if you open with the contract, you can still play it, which happened twice. The other spell in the deck is the 3 Prosperities. Card's broken. You just search whatever you need. Sometimes either you need your engine piece, because besides tour guide, you don't have a 1-card combo, so you obviously need 2 cards. And then you always search whatever you need, and or you can use at the end of your once you finish your combo, you can just use at the end to just search like a hand trap or a non-engine. And then we have traps. We have 3 escapes, 2 chamber. So blind going first, you obviously search for escape first, and then to play around nib, you search a chamber. So fun enough, you tend to use chamber more often, but escape is just better.
Okay.
And then the other 3 traps left of the deck are hand traps, just 3 imperms, and then the other hand traps we have 3 Veilers, 3 Ash, and 3 Draw.
Main deck draw.
Yes, actually, I played a locals on the Saturday before the OTS, and these were nipped, but it didn't really didn't really came up too often, or when it came up, it was too late. But draw just felt more impactful, and then in fact, draw won me 2 games against Pendulums and Infernobles, which apparently Infernoble is supposed to be able to play around Drop the Rock board according to the Infernoble player, but he still lost to it. So yeah, draw was definitely last minute call there, really paid off. Then for the extra, very standard again, we got 2 Yama, 2 Rage, 1 Anguish, and 1 Bomb. I just really loved making this card. It's really strong, especially against Rescue Ace, but I didn't play any Rescue Ace yesterday. I just really like this card. I should banish it more often with Prosperity because it doesn't come up as often, but I just like having it in my extra deck. And then for the other links, we have Espeleonai cards broken, like it literally makes Rage a free interruption, because obviously you take away one of the special summon monsters, you then go into SP, you banish something else, and then you got the SP effect too, again, so it's really broken. Mike Cracker, I was literally about to cut this before the OTS, but it actually came up. Even though I don't play Griffin, it actually came up because I was able to. It was a grindy game. I put my opponent on top deck. I literally just went into Rage through my Cracker, and then I just won the game. Unicorn, which is a worst Espeleonai to go from Rage, but then if you end up locking yourself into fiends, you have to go for unicorn with the rage.
course.
So it doesn't come after, but it doesn't come up often. But you need to have it just for that purpose. And then Underworld Goddess is a card that if you don't have it, you're gonna need it. If you need it, you're not gonna use it. So it's just there. I didn't make it during the OTS, but you just need to have it. And then for the XCs, 2 with Hiking Caesar or Machine X. Special shout out to the best burger in Team Burger, Matthew Kane. He told me to play 2 of those because it comes up in grinding games, and when you make the second one, your opponent just scoops because they just didn't know how to play through it. And then Typhoon and Zeus. I never made those during the OTS, but those are really strong cards, especially Typhoon. I have this theory that if Typhoon came out in a different set of SP, will be more talked about because it's a really good card. And then for the side deck, 3 Phantasmas or more hand traps and 3 Nib. That's we'll take out. Never saw those, so I can't really tell you if they're good or not.
Okay.
But they're just good to have them. I mean, in theory, if you go playing, I know there was going to be quite a few plant players at this OTS, so if this were to come up, it's literally going to be a +4, but it never came up when I played my 1 plant player. 2 talents, sorry, 2 frost and 1 talent. This should really be 3 talents or at least 2 talents, and then because this does not come up often as much as you want, even though I got some targets. But I'm thinking of putting talents into main deck because I got hand chopped a lot. And while you can play for hand chops, your board is not as optimal. So it'd be nice to have this to just look at your hand and look at the opponent's hand and make their hand not optimal to play through into or not.
4 cards.
Yeah. So I should probably put this in the main deck. There are more threats targets, 1 Herald Abyss for Pearly, for some back row hate. We also have Happy Feathers and Lightning Storm.
Still scared of Pearly?
If they're good players, yes. Well, luckily my Pearly player was not the best.
Not too many of those around here.
No. And then card that's broken is Mistaken Arrest. Is literally draw on crack. You know, you can just activate it whenever you want, or you just fake it, you put it, and then some people pop in and you just chain it and then you just activate it. Fortunately, I saw all 3 coffees in my round 1 against Plant in game 3, and while I was slowing him down, I couldn't play, so I still lost. But it was kind of fun to Mistaken Arrest my opponent 3 times in a row. So,
how many cards did he have in hand?
He kept drawing, but he couldn't do anything. But I keep setting 1 and then flipping. He even cut my deck, so it's not. He can't even accuse me of stacking. So yeah.
Is there any possible cards you want to change in the future after this result?
So I will probably change the Phantasme because I didn't see it coming up as often. I think I would like to start playing Shifter because the deck hardest matchup is against Tier, so Shifter is just an automatically KO unless you're another member of Team Burger who still Shifter his Tier opponent and lost. But we don't talk about that. Yeah, that's it. Shout outs obviously goes to all the members of Team Burger that help out with the theories, and always when we play our locals, we always like bounce ideas off each other. So yeah, special shout out to Rob and Josh, Ben and Jack, who were with us at the OTS, and then also Matt and Alex Kane, Josh Sutton, and Thomas Sykes.
Okay.